coffee. But like them PNM, they holding on, boy. They Miss Watty from Plipdeco, she called the meeting. Two people who she claims that the board wants to discipline and so on. She called a meeting even though PNM lost since April 28. She says she ain't going nowhere. She moving ahead. Two law firms tell her, listen, Miss Lady, you have no local standard. You have no authority. You are a board without power. What are you doing? Our clients are not presenting themselves to you. They will present themselves to the new board if any reason is found so to do. You know Miss Watty, Miss PNM, Annette Watty, chairperson, PNM chairman of Plipdeco, called the meeting. The people did not present themselves. And she fired the people. Well, for all the lawyers who are out there, all they understand the process and natural justice and the right to defend yourself and all of that. So the PNM board now putting you, the taxpayers, in jeopardy of paying two people millions of dollars for breach of constitutional rights, natural justice, the right to defend themselves and so on. So Miss Watty and them go on and take a decision to fire two people, claiming all sorts of things. So me, and check the lawyers, Anand Ram Logan.
While they're fighting each other, Josh Gottheimer is fighting for you. Against utility companies ripping you off, out-of-control taxes, and sky-high rent. And Josh is
Doubles and coffee. Let me just show you how evil, vindictive, and wicked, disorganized, and chaotic the PNM is. Today is the 2nd of June. The PNM lost the election since April 28. And they still have malicious, vindictive PNM people holding on by their toenails to board positions. One at Plipdeco, a Miss Annette Watty. Imagine, she had to get a lawyer letter because she called in a meeting of the board today to carry out some, in her mind, disciplinary procedures against somebody that she would like to victimize. While she has no legitimacy whatsoever, her government lost, she's a political appointee, the PNM is gone, therefore she must go. Anybody with any iota of propriety, understanding, politics, ethics, and morality would have gone. But this woman, Miss Annette Watty, Plipdeco board, remember, them was buying Balize House red fed ticket to hand out and so on. Thousands and thousands of taxpayers' dollars to support a PNM FET, a fundraiser, and didn't know that was wrong. This is the woman who at Plipdeco, she was in charge while Plipdeco was telling people spend money, make PNM look good. Don't worry about it, just spend. This woman's still there, and she is insisting that somebody come to a meeting today of the board because she wants to discipline them. This PNM sycophant, this evil, wicked, vindictive human being. But what's more important, Penelope Beckers, is this the way you run your party? Is this the PNM way? Is this the penny way? Is this correct? Do you have any control whatsoever? Do you agree, Penelope Beckers, with this Annette Watty holding on by her toenails and they're not even pedicurized, holding on and scraping, trying to carry out some sort of vendetta against another human being when the United National Congress has won the election? What is she holding on to? Penelope Beckers, what is your opinion? What is your guidance to your PNM officials? What is your status? What do you tell your people? Or is it just do what you want in the PNM? Because the PNM is leaderless and rudderless. Penelope Beckers, you have been in parliament, in power, out of power. You've been in politics for about 40 years. What's the right thing, Penelope Beckers? Anil asking you, the Douglas asking you, should your PNM members and board members do the right thing, as is the convention in politics? Winner take all, first past the post. When you lose, you resign and go in peace, smooth transition of power, or do they hold on with a sort of a passionate, vindictive wickedness to try to do what less evil they could do in the last minute? What's your position, Penelope Beckers? Do you have PIP? Are you not the leader of the opposition? Don't you hold control over the PNM members? Don't you instruct? Have you instructed this Annette Watty to stay there even though she has lost? The PNM has lost. Kamla Persad-Bissessar needs to appoint her Plibdeco board, which would carry out her policies, which is not to buy tickets for any fundraising fed by Balize House or in government campus to use taxpayers' money for that. Kamla Persad-Bissessar is about taxpayers' money being used to the benefit of the people, not fundraising for Balize House. So what's your position, Penelope Beckers? Or is it that you are just a leader of the opposition when they call parliament and you dress up nice to go in and sit down and hope that people will listen to you? Or should I be talking to Stuart Richard Young? Is he the leader of the PNM, or is it Robert LaHunt? Maybe it's Faris Al-Rawi or Foster Cummings. What about Brian Manning? Who is the leader of the PNM? What's going on with the PNM? And understand, let me read a little bit from this letter from Freedom Law Chambers to Annette Watty, who's insisting that a human being must present himself for disciplinary charges or disciplinary action or disciplinary meeting to hear some issue. You have no local standard. You have lost. You have no power. The only thing you should be doing is dusting off your resignation letter. But in this letter,
switch to Chrome to load your favorite sites fast, so you can browse with ease. Fast, safe, yours.
The Ministry of the People, Social Development and Family Services is working to clear the backlog of queries for the processing of social welfare grants. Via a media release, Minister Vandana Mohit confirmed that she worked over the long weekend alongside a team from the National Insurance Board to accelerate the process, which included addressing the backlog of the senior citizens' pension applications. The minister identified that a dedicated team remains fully mobilized, aiming to bring closure to outstanding cases while upholding accuracy, fairness, and transparency. The ministry says it remains committed to strengthening social services so that every citizen receives the help they are entitled to without delay.